start with Angel of Death, right? Angel of Death for me, I never really use because I got Lich King anyways. And besides that, besides being a single target damage dealer, she's not really that great. I mean, she's probably triple S tier for people who don't have a farmer, because you have the 6-star Angel of Death, right? So I think Angel of Death will. Oh, I feel like B's a little bit too low. Maybe even A. I'm gonna put her in B for now, just because she's not that great. Single target, there's other new units that are way better than her. All right, we're gonna stick it with that for. We're gonna stick it there for now. Arthur is a pretty good. I'm gonna do LDs for. I'm gonna do LD nat 4s as well. So I think Arthur is pretty good. Damage reduction, heal. We're gonna put Arthur in A for now. Arthur might even be S tier to be honest, because you can use Arthur for catacombs and lair. Here, every 30% max is 30%. Yeah, it's gonna be A because when we talk about nat 4 reductions, or like healing and stuff, I think. Yeah, we're gonna keep it at A right now. Alright. Mr. Barbarian. Barbarian, can somebody give me a quick rundown of what Barbarian does again? I know that he does. Oh no, he scales. He has a chance to proc. He's a pretty good single damage dealer, I believe. Um, it was a single target or multi hit because he procs into. He has like a 10% chance to do like 1.5 extra damage or two times extra damage. It was. Let me. Okay, we're gonna leave it at 8 for now. If I remember correctly, that's what Barbarian did. He has like a 10 or 50% chance to proc into his 1.5 to 2x damage. The baby lawful ogre without the energy reduction. We keep it at 8 for now. Cleopatra is gonna be triple S tier or double S tier. The reason why Cleopatra is double S is because you can use her. You can use her infinite loop if you have shaman, and you can pretty much clear every single stage in the game as long as your turn cycling is correct. I have a video on that, and there's multiple videos out there regarding the Cleopatra infinite loop, so if you don't know about that, feel free to check it out. But she is definitely double S. At least Centaur is a S tier. Possibly, I kind of want to put him in double S as well, but I think S tier fits him, and the reason why is because he's the only nat 4 that has 100% death prevention for a nat 4. Like personally, I use skill cats on him. I use semi skill cats on him. Man, Arthur is in the same tier list as Barbarian right now. We'll change it up as I go. Demonic Swordsman, I think Demonic Swordsman deserves it as tier as well. Every time he crits, he gets attack bar boost to the team, and on top of that, his skill 2 stuns. So that's pretty damn unique. My Arthur is finally getting some love. Yeah, I still need to build my demonic. Sorry, not demonic swordsman, Arthur as well. All right, Druid. I feel like Druid is good for a beginner stage, but I feel like Druid kind of falls off later game, like mid game. So like Druid's like a really good support early game, but as you progress, you just start replacing Druid. Like Druid's, I mean, besides using Druid for lair, for the counter, you don't really use Druid anywhere else. The one turn immunity for skill 3 and cleanse is nice, but it's only one turn, right? And usually you just replace it with immunity runes. So at the beginning stages, if I was a new player, it'll probably be S tier, but as you progress, get to mid game to late game, he's more like a to like a B plus even. Like I kind of want to put him in between A and B, but we'll keep him at A because I think he's a lot better. He's definitely way more useful than Angel of Death for me personally. Fortune. Right now, I haven't done much testing with Fortune. And the reason why I haven't done much testing of Fortune is because Fortune is seen as a AoE, like a budget Lich King, right? So if you have a Lich King, or you have like another AoE unit, or you get lucky and pull Loki or whatever, Fortune is just another budget AoE cleaver. So if you don't have like a Flame Spirit, Lich King, or you get lucky for like Loki, then I don't think Fortune is that great. I mean, I guess sometimes you might get lucky with like the double procs when he like double rolls. What was it, like death, or double rolls life? But that requires RNG, and that requires RNG too. So speaking of RNG, let's talk about Ogre, right? Ogre, for some reason, Ogre probably has a built-in like 90% proc rate. Like, not even joking. PVE content-wise, if you put him on Desperation, he could be relatively good. Even if you don't put him on Desperation, if you use like Berserk set on him. So but the fact that he's not S tier is because it requires RNG for him to be like amazing. He could be double S tier if he procs and procs and procs and procs and procs, because I have ogres who attack me like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And that's the time when they're like triple X tier. But the fact that it requires RNG to keep proccing, especially if you have Desperation, that could be relatively well. But that's the one main reason. She's really good in Spire and Vapor if you need like another AoE Desperation unit. He could be insane synergizing with attack bar manipulation teams. Cleric is just trash because he exists. Yeah, for Druid. We're gonna leave it at 8 tiers left right now. Alright, Holy Swordsman. PvE content, I think, because he can only be used in Lair. Well, I mean, I guess Lair is a pretty big thing in the game, right? Because it's the only way to farm quartz. I kind of want to put him in S tier because he's the only reliable and easiest nat 4 to get. A scale 1 attack, a scale 1 defense, no, scale 1 ignore defense. He buffs himself, and he can keep proccing into his own skills or his own skill 1 every time he crits, right? So if we're speaking about World Boss, yeah, World Boss and Lair, I think Holy Swordsman deserves an S tier. Alright, Hattori. I think I might even want to lower all of these down. Hattori is definitely S tier. Hattori can cast Silence skill 2 and Oblivion skill 3, and if you have like a Arcanist with combo wombo with Hattori, it can be relatively well. Especially for Spire, if like Spire you're restricted from using Medusa or Vampire and stuff, you can use you can use Hattori and combo wombo it with Arcanist, and then you can Oblivion the team, right? Plus he does a lot of dots, and he has a global speed lead. Alright, Lumi is really unreliable. Like a Abyss Lord on Desperation Route will more likely be able to stun versus this Lumi that has like a 40% proc rate, trigger rate. I personally think that instead of a 40% chance, this Lumi probably has a built-in like 15% proc rate or something. So because of that reason, like from testing Lumi, I personally have a almost skilled up 6-star Lumi, and when I use it in Vapor, yeah, definitely not consistent. Some days she's really consistent, but some days she is just complete garble. Alright, Shield Guardian. Shield Guardian people use for... You could possibly use for PV for Lair, and also he's really good for World Boss. Damn, I want to put him as an A+ unit. I want to put him A+ because you can use him for Lair and also World Boss. And I don't think he deserves... I don't know, he might even deserve an S tier. I kind of want to put him as an S tier. Oh man, I really wish it was an A+. Yeah, Barbarian, definitely. I think Barbarian deserves to be right here, actually. He can be insane. Yeah. We'll keep it like this for now, okay? We're gonna keep it like this for now. Because beginner friendly, if we're talking about like a team that jumps into lair right away, Shield Guardian can be relatively good, right? And on top of that, you have World Boss. So Shield Guardian is like an A+ right now. We'll keep it at A for now. We'll change it up, or we might change it up once we come back to it. Miniature Chief. Miniature Chief is Miniature Chief is, for what I've seen, good for the Fallen Angel hard stage, where you can hug your teammates so they don't take that much damage. But besides that, I don't see anybody else really using Miniature Chief or any other PVE content. Not great for World Boss. Maybe, but besides the Fallen Angel hard stage, it's not... I haven't really seen anybody use it. Personally, I haven't used it myself. How did you beat that Spire 94 with Holy Swordsman use Centaur? Spire 94? Oh, what was the stage for Spire 94 Epic? I kind of forgot. I'm on like stage 260, 270 right now. It's been a while. The boss is Holy Swordsman and 2 Saberis. I probably use Centaur, yes, because I fully skilled up my Centaur. And then I just dotted away. I just kept dotting it. I use Centaur, and then I cycle my Abyss Lord, and then the Holy Swordsman just killed himself. Alright, Musashi. Musashi is a really good single target monster. Is he better than Ogre? Oh man, this one's a hard one as well. PVE content, like he's really good if you if you use like that Shaman and Cleopatra to like do the infinite loop. He's a pretty good single damage dealer. I think he deserves an A for PVE content because he's most likely only used to kill the boss, right? And then in order for him to be effective, in order to get him to the boss stage, you need to use... Well, I guess if you were a beginner player, you don't have that many great runes. You'll need to get lucky with RNG with Cleopatra and Shaman to get to the boss stage. You want such a team, one unit at a time. Yes, I figured no shortcut to start. Yeah, so if that was the case, yeah, I think I did use Centaur. We'll put Musashi here for now, S tier. But by putting Musashi here, I kind of want to put Nah, I think Ogre deserves an A. Okay, we'll leave it like that for now. Paladin. Paladin is definitely not in the same rank as these A tier units. Paladin definitely deserves like a B, I think, from a personal view. I personally haven't really used Paladin as well, but based off his skills, the most outstanding skill that I've seen from him was every time he crits, he heals the team, right? So that can be good for lair. But besides being a tank / healer for lair, I haven't really seen anybody use them elsewhere. Now for catacombs, obviously Spire, you're gonna be using every single unit in Spire, but based off his skill set, I think he deserves a B because of his... The only skill that's really good is, again, every time he crits, he heals the team. Any objection? I think the Demonic Swordsman is double S. I kind of think so too. I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna go a rundown through this. Okay, so let's just leave it right there for now. And who else do we have? Pharaoh. I think Pharaoh is an A tier. And the reason why I think Pharaoh is an A tier is because he has, was it 100% attack bar reduction? But I believe the trigger rate was only like 30% or so, right? So if I could, I would put him like a B plus. I do think Pharaoh is better than Angel of Death, Fortune, Lumi, and Paladin though. So I really wish. So if I could, I think I would put Pharaoh as a B plus unit. Or let's just move on with that for now. Thorn Spirit. Thorn Spirit and Una. People like to combo Thorn Spirit and Una for layer PVE content. Thorn Spirit can be good for damage reduction or manipulation. So let's put these two here. I kind of want to put. I'm gonna put Una as a nat as a S tier, and the reason why is because she's the only nat 4 that can cast attack up, defense buff, attack break, HP regen lock. So I think for that reason, she's definitely the best support for a nat 4. Hands down. Vampire is double S tier. AoE Oblivion is amazing. Skill 2 attack bar boost is amazing. Attack and energy boost. Yeah. Oh yeah. So with Una, her skill 3 not only attack up boost, defense boost, but also attack bar boost. And you can actually swap out her skills. So her skill 2, what was it called? Attack bar reduction on enemy teams. So she's definitely S tier. She is so underrated. I think right now a lot of players only use Una for the attack up and the defense buff, but I think over time, especially in RT as well, she's gonna be really useful. But as for the PVE list, she's definitely an S tier. Alright, so moving on to Flame Spirit. Flame Spirit, I think Flame Spirit deserves a... For PvE content, Flame Spirit is probably like A. I would say A. Well, I mean, for Flame Spirit to be worthy, he'll need like some pretty good runes, right? So I think for PvE content for Nat Forest, I don't think Flame Spirit deserves that high of a rating. Yeah, I think the Demonic Swordsman deserves S tier as well. So it's like, yeah, this is more. I kind of want to do this. I think I might leave it like this. Demonic Swordsman with attack bar boost every time he crits. Centaur with 100% damage reduction, death prevention. Definitely deserves him in double S tier. Centaur was the reason why I was able to climb so high on auto mode for spiders was because of Centaur. How many TOE can you Flame Spirit before you manual? I personally haven't done that at all. I always auto with my dots teams. But again, that will require some decent runes, right? So besides knowing Flame Spirit to cleave, you could probably cleave TO way normal or Vapor. Sorry, yeah, you could probably cleave Vapor if you have a Shaman all the way up to like 60, 70, or maybe up to 80. But besides that, you would never use Flame Spirit for like a boss, or never use Flame Spirit for layer. So I think Flame Spirit deserves a B for PvE. Okay, we'll leave Flame Spirit for B for right now. Yaksha. Yaksha is known to detonate fires, right? So combo wombo with Abyss Lord, even like an Arcanist. So you can go like Abyss Lord Arcanist and then combo wombo third. You can go Abyss Lord Arcanist and then Yaksha, or just Abyss Lord Yaksha. But the fact that it requires so many other, it requires a Abyss Lord to make Yaksha good. I think I'm gonna put Yaksha as an A tier unit. Alright, so Whis. I love my Whis, and let me tell you why. Because skill 3 not only 100% strip, but it also attack breaks, and skill 2 gives you shield. So for support wise, AoE strip, attack bar, break, shield on skill 2 is relatively good for a net for PvE unit. I don't think Whis is as good as Una though. So I'm gonna put Whis as an A tier list. Okay, who else do we have? Joanne, besides being able to farm relatively quick, I know that they did patch her skill, so they did fix her skill, right? For those that actually have her. So I think because she's only a farmer, she's the best nat 4 farmer, definitely hands down. But farming wise, I mean, if we're talking about PVE clearing, I think she's like she's like an A tier just because she's like the best farmer. She's not S because she's not versatile.